The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lawrence now off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Hits him on the out route. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Lawrence working from the gun. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he's got it. And it's a layup for a good touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Williams from the gun. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Out of the gun to give to Etienne. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Off the play fake, Williams. Has it in close. And in, touchdown Buffalo. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive off at the 40. First down throw, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. Running right side. He's got room to roll here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Here's the handoff. Room to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars break the tie here in the first. They'll set up here for the point after. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Jackson now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. into the second level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Etienne on first down. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator trying to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They've got a man in motion. 3rd down. Here's Williams. Has it down close. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
We're right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Etienne does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the pistol, Williams. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take the lead on that successful kick. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Again, he hits the second level. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Big 13 heavy.
Back to the well again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for Jacksonville. First down.
Hey, Lion.
Give now to the running back. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 16.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They get 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered play on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, is he going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for not? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood, and they deliver. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Williams set to pass. Laporta with the grab. He's got it in the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead to 7. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
We're at 23, 11.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, she missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly,
it's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Setting up the running back screen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. They take this in for the score. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills lead by 15 now. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On red. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Lawrence working from the gun. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds his back, Kyron Williams. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Take right open.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. He's got it in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Williams has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The best defenses, you go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 24. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickoff to the 10. That'll be 14 yards and a new set of downs. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a...
And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for 2 here. Tight end going in motion here. He's throwing for it. No, they get him yet again. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Jaguars 26.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Bills.
Let's go.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. That's the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Finds Kincaid. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Legette's got it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That was just thrown away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the center. This has been a try and yet another interception. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively, you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. Oh, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a man.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. The handoff on 3rd and short. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Jaguar first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars jump in front now by 5. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Jackson now to return it. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, Williams. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the gun, ETN gets it. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 7. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down. Here's Williams. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a third quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for two. They send the tight end in motion. Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, hit it right. And the pressure's there. He goes down. The sack denies them the two-point conversion. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Plowing up the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Lawrence throwing here. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 28. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They'll try and punch it in. Oh, he lost the football! And this is scooped up by the Bills!
Hey, listen, inside the 5-yard line, that ball needs to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free, whether someone puts a helmet on it or not.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence working from the gun. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Going forward, it's Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jaguars take a fourth-quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing big gain downfield. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw by Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Sending a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing the receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets in several yards on that play.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, they did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
carries here. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Completed to Flowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Trying again following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
On red. 30 left.
Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They put Flowers in motion right. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
30 left.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills have some new life in the 4th. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these 2 defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Setting up to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get two. Let's go. We can do this, Osman.
He'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Back to throw. He finds Kincaid. He's got it in the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Working inside the red zone. The Mets got it. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finding Flowers. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's intercepted. And the Bills make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.